I'll just go after Thomas is in, or someone's coming.
Julianne is.
Okay.
All right, let's welcome Jim back to the podium.
All over. That's fine. That's a form of everybody's facing. It's weird. Sorry. I was imagining them being here. So
How do you want?
no, I'll roll it. Everyone's moving.
No.
Yeah, the Elsa's right here. And then basically. And then basically like right in front of us. Just like lob it out.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Okay.
How many of you sing in the bus?
Well, I usually.
I'm a good friend of friends. I mean, I know. Are you coming from Amazon?
Yes.
From
To the beginning. Clearer than last time?
yes.
What about was clearer?
The subdivision.
Subdivision, right? I think that's going to be the name of the game for today. So let's unpack a little bit further. When you are sight reading something or doing something for the first time with a ensemble, I think that's just a good strategy to go, right? And then you can slowly back away and make more choices. But as you're thinking about connecting something for the first time, they need to be more acquainted.
Yeah.
Not only with yourself, but just the tactus of it all. Okay. Try it one more time, and then I'm gonna ask you to be in touch with everything from here all the way up. So can you imagine that there's like this little broomstick that's here? That's just gonna be like, hey, Jane, like, don't forget to move back a little bit. Okay, turn. with this bruising all of a sudden developed walls. That's why I don't like this. Okay, right. Is there one in here? Right there. Okay, top. I'm sorry, do you mind if I touch you? How did that feel?
Restricting.
Restricting, kid, was it clear though?
Yeah.
Okay, so what are some things now, if I were to say this is gone, that's gone, check it out for a quick second. Okay, so to be less restrictive, can you think more about the vowel and less about the consonant now?
Okay.
Ah!
So one hand.
One hand still, yeah. Why are you so far away? Ah, you're in front. Okay, that's definitely.
On the interface. I don't understand that.
Nice, how's that feel?
Under control?
Oh, yeah. Okay, good. Let's add more tools now. Okay. Dr. Vivian, go ahead.
No, I'm gonna read you a poem, but I'm going to tell that.
Oh, good. Okay, all right. I'm so excited. Okay, now
I'm scared.
let's introduce the other hand.
Okay.
Okay, so let's create a criteria in which if you introduce the other hand, you're not showing that much information with your pattern hand.
Say it one more time.
If you are going to use your left hand, you are not going to show that much information with your right hand.
Oh! It's a pattern with the left.
Yeah.
Okay. Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. There's a process. Keep going. Okay, good. So in the beginning now, can you conduct 3 with one hand and 1 in the other hand?
Okay.
And then let's get to the poem right after that.
Ooh, hard. Okay.
Yep. You can do it. Keep going, you got it. Nice work. about T-shapes?
Oh man, that relaxing helps.
Yes, yes. So it's so interesting. Whenever we do a piece in 3/4, that could either be in 3 or 1, it's so easy to go on autopilot,
Yeah.
right? And what we were trying to get for Jane mind is there is so much pressure to pull the vowel always on 1, right? So you have da, 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 right? So I'm trying to get you to make conscious choices if you're gonna go between 3 or 1. So if you do conduct in 3, why do you conduct in 3 in this piece?
To show the moving parts, things,
Okay?
or to keep everyone in the same like time thing.
So it's rhythmic,
Yeah.
right? It's a left brain exercise. If you're showing 1, what is the process? What is the
I'm
purpose?
showing line and breath.
Line and breath.
Yeah.
Okay. If you were going to scaffold this right from the beginning to the end of the women's section on measure 9, what would your new strategy be? Good. So you're pulling on B.
Oh well, somewhere around there. Yeah,
Okay.
but it's like the first consonant on the
Right.
that's what I was thinking.
Because when you were started, you just did everything in 1.
Right.
Right. And why was that such?
You're good.
I'm a swore. I never swear.
That's
So
fine.
why was it unsuccessful?
Right. Because it didn't set them up for success.
Right, but also what happens on beat 3 in measure 1?
The pickup.
Right, you can't do a hitch, a double hitch right at the beginning.
I was like,
For a multitude of reasons,
Yeah.
right? It's a piece that exists in a horizontal frame, and it's also, well, this is what you're gonna get. You're also gonna know what is, like, is this in 3, is this in 1, right? Okay, let's try it again. You have all the things to your advantage, you can do whatever you want.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. No, you're good.
Oh.
But here's the thing, let's celebrate you for a second, okay? This was magic, right? But the thing with Stanford is just because it is an A-primish section, it's an entirely new, you gotta look at this as if it's a double choir piece right now, right? So you can't go, and we're settled. You don't set them up for 3 and then just do everything in 1. There are gonna be times in your life with this piece that you have to go back in 3. So set the criteria up. When do you go back in 3 and why?
Well, I have to go back in the street to prep them in, right? Or to get them back in. Brilliant. Yeah.
What else?
There's a. I don't know what to call it. Dog work.
Totally fine, right? But here's the thing though, this 3 pattern can also not just be a left brain activity. You can
Yeah.
also paint with a 3.
Right.
1, makes sense?
I wanted to do that, but then I was like, oh, my posture is suffering.
That's good.
Yeah.
You're thinking about that. But let that be a lesson for all of us. 3, we hate as human beings, right? We come from a culture here in Hawaii that exists in 4, right? So when we do a 3 pattern, to leave outside of our body for 2, there's so much opportunity to add color, to pool, right? In 3/4, what's the beat that we think of the most? Exactly, right? But 1 in this piece doesn't exist bottom down, it exists up. It exists in an opposite frame, because you're pulling the vowel up, right? Could you read us the poem?
Yes. This goes back to the broomstick that went over your cheeks.
Good.
Oh yeah, that was a thing too.
And remember how you said, I think you said constraining, is that what you said? Nuns fret not at their convent's narrow room, and hermits are contented within their cells, and students with their pensive citadels. Maids at the wheel, the weaver at his loom, sit blithe and happy. Bees that soar for bloom, high as the highest peak of furnace fells, will murmur by the hour in foxglove bells. In truth, the prison into which we doom ourselves, no prison is. And hence for me, in sundry moods, 'twas pastime to be bound within the sonnet's scanty plot of ground. Pleased if some souls, for such their needs must be, who have felt the weight of too much liberty, should find brief solace there, as I have found. I love that. Anyway, do you know why I read it to you? No. Does anybody know why I read that poem?
It's because we become our own constraint after some time. And I think you're trying to say like, grow, no. You know? I don't know.
So, yes, I think so. So he's writing a sonnet
Yeah.
and talking about
The sonnet.
Yes.
right,
And
Sarah.
doesn't he also mess with it? Isn't there's like one extra line to an actual sonnet form, so as he's talking about the constraints of writing a sonnet, in a sonnet, he's breaking the constraints, which is the whole like, the prison that we doom ourselves, no prison is.
This is what we've been talking about all day, right? In order to riff on the form, first you have to master the form, right? And mastering the sonnet, it's not easy to write a sonnet. And you're bound by all these constraints, the number of syllables, the rhyme scheme, the couplets, the everything that you have to do within a sonnet, and it takes great discipline to write one. And so some people would just be like, why don't you just always write free verse? Well, in order to be really good at free verse, first you have to master these forms. And so that's what I'm trying to say is, look, it might feel restrictive, and Lauren too, because you're used to dance, and the Beb also is its own narrow room of dance. You had to learn all of the constraining things in order to do it right. But now that you can, that's freeing to do the dance, and now it feels restrictive to conduct, because it's a whole new frame, it's a whole new poetic form. You know, now you have to learn the sonnet. And so, same thing, like, you're used to, J-Mike, having all this freedom of the head, but you'll see on the tape, when you watch it, it was hard to follow, because we had all this, extraneous information provided by your neck and your head. So if you can learn how to put all of that into this thing of the gesture, even though it's restricted, it's hard, it's a narrow room, it's actually not a prison, right? That's another way of expressing music. It's just one that we haven't really explored all the way through.
Okay. For clarifying an expansive message. So when you transfer all of those concepts into this, now that you're aware of this, and you're aware of the purpose of why it's in 3, and the booby traps of conducting in 3/4 with the piece by Stanford, can you take it one more time from the beginning? Okay. Thank you. You're doing great. Yeah. Yeah. Via means in English? Anybody?
It's a roadway, yeah.
Huh?
It's like roadway.
Do you know what this text means? It's okay if you don't.
No.
I think you have some homework to do that in front. Because I think that will impact or also help you emancipate yourself from like, okay, this is a great time to go into one. Now, can you think about, like, say for instance, now knowing we know what V means, I wonder what it would sound like if V maybe in every single time that it's sung would be a great time to break off the shackles and go into one for a little bit. What would that feel like? Especially considering what's happening harmonically. Okay. Try it again one more time, last thing that we do. You're doing great. Careful again.